The Sunday school lesson for July the 2nd, 2023 is Peace to the Nations. Zechariah chapter 9, verses 9 through 13, and verses 16 through 17. To the viewers and subscribers, welcome to my channel, The Backstory. I am Audrey. If you are new here, please know that here is where you will find the backstory to each Sunday school lesson. The agenda is as follows. I will share the backstory, read the lesson text, and offer a brief lesson summary. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. The backstory. Let's begin. Zechariah the prophet. There are about 30 men in the Bible named Zechariah, and the passage, Zechariah chapter 1, verse 1, allows us to identify the one of interest in our lesson today. He and his contemporary Haggai played a leadership role in rebuilding the temple following the return from Babylonian exile. And he joined Haggai with a general exhortation, followed by a series of 8 visions that provided encouragement in the project of building a new temple. Both prophets lived during the time of King Darius of Persia, who reigned from 522 to 486 BC. Zechariah as prophecy. The book of Zechariah is the longest of the 12 minor prophets and can be divided into 3 major parts. The first part, Zechariah chapter 1, verse 7 through chapter 6, verse 15, features 8 night visions, and the format is apocalyptic, which are vivid, unusual visions of future events. Zechariah chapters 7 and 8 constitute the second major part. This segment records responses by the Lord to observations of fasting. Zechariah chapters 9 through 14, the third major part of the book, presents 2 undated prophecies. The first prophecy, chapters 9 through 11, speaks of God's forthcoming actions of judgment and mercy. Today's lesson text is part of this prophecy. The second prophecy, chapters 12 through 14, describes a coming day of the Lord. Verse 9, Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout, daughter Jerusalem. See, your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. Verse 10, I will take away the chariots from Ephraim, and the war horses from Jerusalem, and the battle bow will be broken. He will proclaim peace to the nations. His rule will extend from sea to sea, and from the river to the ends of the earth. Verse 11, As for you, because of the blood of my covenant with you, I will free your prisoners from the waterless pit. Verse 12, Return to your fortress, you prisoners of hope. Even now I announce that I will restore twice as much to you. Verse 13, I will bend Judah as I bend my bow and fill it with Ephraim. I will rouse your sons, Zion, against your sons, Greece, and make you like a warrior's sword. Verse 16, The Lord their God will save his people on that day, as a shepherd saves his flock. They will sparkle in his land like jewels in a crown. Verse 17, How attractive and beautiful they will be. Grain will make the young men thrive, and new wine the young women. This is just a gentle reminder to the viewers. If you have not subscribed, please do so at this point. To the subscribers and the viewers, remember to hit the notification bell so that you will be reminded every time I upload a video. Thank you so very much for making this channel what it is and what it will eventually become. Remember to share this video with your friends, your Facebook friends, your Bible study class, your Sunday school class, and others. Thank you so much. A brief summary. Appropriately, Jerusalem will be the scene for the coming of the great and glorious King. The entire nation is personified as daughter, and the fanfare will be shared by all the people of Israel. The occasion of rejoicing will be the coming of the long promised and long awaited King. When Jerusalem fell to Nebuchadnezzar in 586 BC, the Davidic line on the throne and the very kingdom of Judah seemed at an end. In the intervening half millennium between the day and the coming of Jesus Christ, there was little basis for hope of fulfillment of the promise given to David that his seed would hold the throne forever. The prophet points out two traits. The Messiah will be righteous and victorious. His rule will be marked by impartiality as he delivers to his people the ultimate goal, their salvation. A third characteristic Zechariah mentions is that the king will be lowly or meek. The word may also signify afflicted. Far from resembling the practices of Israel and Judah in warring against neighboring kingdoms, the Messiah will give no place to chariots or war horses or an army. They are incompatible with his noble purpose, as are the battle bow and all other weapons for combat. Zechariah prophesies that the Messiah's voice will reach even to the nations, meaning all other nations besides Israel. The universality of his kingdom is further identified. It will stretch from sea to sea and from the river, the Euphrates, to the ends of the earth. The idealized boundaries of Israel have been held only briefly during the reigns of David and Solomon. Since their days, it has been a national dream to regain this land. The final phrase, to the ends of the earth, precludes limiting Messiah's kingdom to the relatively small area of Israel's maximum holdings and projects his reign to universal dimensions. Whether the Jews of Zechariah's day acknowledged it or not, the Old Testament made their coming king as much a king to other nations as to their own. Jesus came to be the king of both Gentiles and Jews. Thank you so much for watching. Join me soon for the next backstory. Stay safe and may God bless.